Well, good morning. This is George Adventure here. I want to do today a little talk about EDC carrying a fixed blade. I don't know how many people out there carry a fixed blade with their EDC, carry one daily, or is it just you just carry one when you're hunting or whatever, but fishing or hiking. I carry a fixed blade, you know, pretty regular. You know, most of the times I have some sort of a fixed blade, and I've got several here that I'm going to go over, and I'm going to show you the main ones that I carry, and I'm going to tell you why I carry a fixed blade. And one of the reasons I carry a fixed blade is because I enjoy having a fixed blade, because you know it's a where you have a folder, you know, like you have a folder like this bench made. This is a great knife, sharp knife, but you know your weak spot is still right here. So a fixed blade, you get a stronger blade. You don't necessarily have to worry about it breaking or, you know, giving in on, and you can just pull it out. You don't have to open it up or anything. Now, don't get me wrong, I love to carry a folder, but I do like carrying a fixed blade, and I carry a fixed blade a lot. So I guess my three main carry, probably my four main carry on my fixed blades. So I've got a couple S's. Well, I've got three S's, and I've got a TKL knife, and then I'll show you the other two that I carry some. So one of the ones that I carry a lot is, I carry mine in a Scout carry holster like this, and the reason is because it's easier to conceal. It's not hanging down. It's easier to conceal because it's riding along your belt. You can carry it in the front or kind of on the side, or you can move it around and decide how you want to carry it, but it's less noticeable, you know. So, you know, some people out there, they, you know, the way things are now, they go, oh my God, he's got an assault knife, you know. So try to keep it concealed, you know, if I'm out in the public with it. It just depends on where I'm at. But this is an Azula, and so this is one of the ones I carry a good bit. Like I said, I carry it in this scout draw, and this is a good size to carry because of the size of it. And it's I'm not going to get into each knife in depth too much, but this one is basically, the whole knife is 6.5 inches long, and so it's a good all-around EDC knife, outdoor knife, skinning knife. This is a great one for if you hiking, you know, carrying your pack, if you just want to slide it in your pack. But you can see it's got a good blade shape. So the Azula is one of the main ones I carry. And then the next one, and this is the newest one that I've gotten. This is a Zancudo, and it's another Essie. Yeah, I like Essie knives. It's another Essie, and it's a little larger than the Azula, but it's got a 3-inch blade. It carries good. It's a good EDC knife. So this one is about 7 1/4 long, 7 1/4 inches long, something like that. The cutting edge is 3 inches. So, and I've compared this one before. I did a review and I compared it to basically the size of a bench-made bug out, but it's a fixed blade. Great EDC carry. It's small enough to carry. It fits in your hand. And this is a good all-around knife. I mean, if you want to skin game with it, it is stainless steel. It's got the S35V in it, stainless steel. And so with that, it's good for water, you know, salt water, fishing or whatever. But it's an all-around good EDC knife. You can do, you know, you can do some good chores with it if you have to. Good for cleaning game, which I hadn't done into that yet, but just the blade shape. But and that one, this one too, I carry in a scout carry holster, because it, you know, all of these knives that I carry in a scout draw. So this is another one. Zancudo. It's a great EDC knife. You know, a lot of good uses. I'm gonna venture off the EDC. I'm kind of going from smallest to biggest size. So the next one, there again, scout carry. This is a TKL guy this is a guy from Georgia, and this is a combatant. And this, now I have skinned some game with this. I cleaned a deer with it. I gutted a deer in Missouri with it. So it's a you know, it's a good all-around knife. This one would make, beside being a good outdoor knife, this one is a good self-defense knife. You can see the point on it. It has no jimping, and the reason he didn't put jimping on it is because of the handle. You can see the handle here, so you get a good grip with this handle. The way the handle is shaped, it's got the grenade style carvings on it, whatever you want to call them. But another good EDC knife. And scout draw holster, of course. Scout carry. You know, y'all probably laugh about me carrying, but scout carry. But it's my pick. It's what I like to do. Now I do like the other carry. You know, traditional carry. You know, I like horizontal and vertical carry, but it just depends. It just depends on what I'm doing. When I want to be kind of concealed or not bring attention to myself, you know, I carry scout, and then scout carries comfortable. I mean, it's a good way, because it rides along your belt. You see how wide this is, so it don't move, and this will take up, these holsters will take up to a 2 inch, a little over 2 inch belt, wide belt. So you know, I make these, you know, all of these holsters you see I've made. So but anyway, TKL, another great knife maker out there, and he'll be at the Blade Show. Will be at the Blade Show. You need to check them out. And so TKL, that's another great EDC carry knife, daily carry. So the third one, or the fourth one I want to talk about, now this is a little bigger. This is an SE3, yep, scout draw again. So good size knife. This blade, the cutting edge on this blade is 3.5 inches. The overall knife is just a little over about 8 1/4 with a pommel here. A lot of people might think that's too big, but I've scout carried this one in this holster, and it, you know, if you got it on your side, you can see this here sticking out. So I prefer to kind of bring it around the front where I can grab it and draw it out. But this is a good all-around. Actually, this is a great bushcraft, hard use, heavy duty use knife. You know, good outdoor knife. And I've skinned a lot of game. I've skinned turkeys with this thing, clean turkeys with it. So it's this knife, you know, I've batoned wood. So this knife has proven itself to me. You can't beat this SE3. Another good EDC knife. And so the next one, I'm gonna go old school. This is an old timer. This is an old timer, 154 OT, And I found this one on eBay a while back, and so I like the shape of this blade. And I did a little bit of this with a Dremel, kind of hit it a little bit and make it look camouflage, because I'm not going to put it back on. I'm not going to put it back on there and sell it. You know, I'm going to keep it. So yeah, it's not exactly original, but I made it mine. But this is an old school old timer, vintage old school old timer. It's got great steel. It's got carbon steel, and it's a good EDC because of the shape of the blade. You know, it's got a narrower blade. You know, overall length of the knife is 7 inches. The cutting edge is about 3 inches. So you can see, this would make a great skinning knife, the way the blade's curved in. But another good EDC knife, if you just wanted, and they have you can find these on eBay still. You know, if you're a knife collector, if you like a good carrying knife, I think I paid $45 for this. So you can get on there and find one. They'll range in prices. This one didn't have a sheath with it. That's why I got it for 45, 50 bucks. But I made one, another scout draw. Yeah, y'all laugh. So put this in a scout draw. So it's another good one. Now the last one I have, this is a White River, and I bought this at the Blade Show last year. And this, you see the sheath it's got with it, it's not leather. You can carry this one scout draw. You can move this any way you want. You can do it. You can carry it vertical or horizontal. But it's got a great holster with it, and it's got a ferrule rod, fire starter with it, ferrule rod. And yeah, this is I think this would make a great, which I've carried this one. You know, I keep this one in one of my kits, but the blade of this one is, the cutting edge is about 3 5/8, something like that. The overall knife length is 8 inches, almost 8 inches with this. So you can see, and it's got jimping. You stick your finger through here if you want to. You know, this to me has got one of the best skinning blades out there. You can see the way it's shaped. But as far as an EDC knife, there's nothing wrong with this one. This make a good one. I've carried this one before. Snaps in this holster, and you can see, put your belt, and you can carry this and scout carry. This is a good one to carry scout if you're out in the woods or whatever, because you got your ferrule rod with it. So this is another good one to carry if you're just out in the woods hiking or whatever. This is a good one to EDC while you're in the woods. It's also a good one to carry just daily if it's what you want to do. Like I said, it's, you know, if you want to compare this one to let's see, the Zancudo, you know, you can see a little bit of difference, a lot of difference in the blade shape, but both of them are good to carry. So but this is another great, this is a White River, and like I said, I came across this one at the Blade Show last year. I'd never seen one, and this is an FC 3.5 3436, and it's one of their fire knives. But you know, it's a very neat looking knife, but it's also very functional with this blade. You see the blade shape. It's got that belly in it, and I hadn't skinned anything yet. I've carried this, but I'm ready. I'm gonna try. Hopefully I can skin something with it. So stainless steel, S35VN. It's got S35VN on it, stainless steel. So it'll be good on your rust resistant. Great holster, comes with this holster. So there you go. You know, so that's the fixed blades that I carry. So I kind of alternate. I probably carry these two the most. carry the Azula, and I carry this one the most, probably, I would say. And it's because of the size. Then third runner up would be this TCal. I had this TCal on a couple days last week. Now I alternate them, you know, to whatever, you know, whatever I just feel like for the day. Put them through the test. So anyway, we'll have a little Coke here. But that's my sheath carry, or my fixed blade carry. Like I said, the positive thing about carrying a fixed blade is you just pull it out. You don't have to open anything. You got the strength of it. Full tang knife. You got a full tang knife on your side. So that means a lot. You don't have to open anything. It's got a full tang. All these knives have full tangs, every one of them. So you just pull it out and use it. You know, you don't have to flip it open. And I love carrying you know, a flipper knife. And also carry a slip joint. So a lot of times I'll have 3 knives, you know, sometimes just 2. But everybody says, why do you carry so many? You know, I'm a knife guy. I like to carry knives. So what y'all think about my t-shirt? My daughter made me this t-shirt, Georgia Adventure. But anyway, that's the fixed blade knives I carry. They're all, you know, they're all very good made, high quality knives. It's up to you what you carry. Everybody has a personal opinion or personal like on what they carry. I'm kind of picky. I'm kind of a knife snob, as you would say. A lot of people say I'm a knife snob. A lot of knife snobs out there. So I'm kind of picky on what I'm carrying. But there's a lot of good brands out there. A lot of good brands, and so if you decide to carry one, you know, my recommendations is don't go real big. You know, Azula, you know, this TCal, you know, Kangaroo, you know, you can even go up to this SE3, but this probably be as big as I would go. These two would be as big as I would go. But to me, an ideal carry knife would be an Azula size, or a size like one of these, the TCal or the Zancudo. Not like I said a Kangaroo a while ago, but the Zancudo, the TCal or the Zancudo. These are good EDC knives because of the size of them. You know, they're good size, you know, 3-inch blade, and you're not noticed. So, but they can do good heavy work. So, you know, if you want to carry a big, you know, bigger blade like this one, that's fine. But I wouldn't go any bigger, you know, unless you're out in the woods. Then you can carry a bigger. You can carry like an SE6 if you want to. You can carry a bigger knife. But as far as just going around, you know, being out in the public, you know, the concealability of this knife, one of these knives, is what you're kind of looking for, and the toughness. You don't get any tougher than this. And I've used this thing. I've used this in the trout streams, and this is a 1095, so it's carbon steel, and I've used it cleaning trout. And I just wipe it off and put a little oil on it when I get home. I've cleaned turkeys with it and used it for a lot of different things. So so a good knife this size or this size is a good EDC knife. Now, you know what brand, what, you know, how it's built, what size, what kind of handle you have on it, that's up to you. But you know, everybody's picky about their knives. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you like my channel, I appreciate if you would subscribe. I appreciate it if you would hit the like button, leave a comment, tell me what you like to carry, what kind of sheath you carry it in. I'm gonna put more of these on my Etsy shop, which is www.etsy.com/shop/EDC Leatherworks, and I've got I've got a sheath on there now, but I'm gonna put a few more. I'm in the process of making them now, but making a knife sheath is a little more complicated than say a notebook. You know, it's a little more complicated, or an EDC pocket organizer. So anyway, think about if you've never done it, think about carrying a fixed blade. I think you'll like it. So anyways, it's George Adventure. Hit the bell, hit the like, leave a comment please, and please subscribe to my channel. And I hope y'all have a great day, a great weekend. Be safe out there, and God bless you. Thank you.